I am Bronwyn. I live on Tamborine Mountain. I'm a mixed media artist, which means that I used all sorts of mediums in the artwork that I create, from drawing, painting, stitching, collage, watercolour, inks, digital printing, all sorts of things to create visual arts. I was really keen to exhibit my work in my own region, in the Scenic Rim, and so I put a proposal into Creative Scenic Rim to have an exhibition which I'm really looking forward to presenting. It's going to be called Maps and Traces, and I'm very fortunate enough to collect a range of old vintage maps, and what I do is I draw into those maps and create works where the map is actually telling a bit of the story as well as the artwork on top of the maps. And I'm really keen to tell the stories of place, and trees that are overlaid over the tops of those maps are observers of events and stories and people and the environment itself. So that's what the Maps and Traces exhibition is about, and I was really delighted to have my proposal that I submitted accepted. So I'm really looking forward to that exhibition. Living on Tamborine Mountain, living in a rainforest community, I feel fortunate and almost a sense of responsibility to tell stories that are local and that are referencing this place. I spent a lot of time walking in the rainforest. It informs everything that I do, from the collection of seeds and pods and the observation of the weather patterns and things in the rainforest. I haven't always been a landscape artist. I guess I've gone through a range of genre, from working with figures and colour and pattern. But the environment, given our circumstances that we find ourselves in today, I think it's really, I personally feel a responsibility to tell stories that raise the significance of how important our environment is, and how the protection of the environment is something that we need to do. As part of this exhibition and part of this project, I'm making my own paints, I'm making my own inks, I'm mapping the forests and mapping places that I'm travelling to, and creating artist books using watercolour paper and concertina books, creating little maps of walking through the forest and putting things into context. I'm making meditation cards, because to me, walking in the forest and being with trees is a meditation and a mindfulness exercise, so I'm working on a range of those. I'm stitching into handmade paper, where I've got overlaid photographs into the paper, and then I've stitched into it, and that's telling another story as part of the project. So yeah, I'm got various things happening all at once, and I'm really loving that, being able to go from painting on an easel to stitching something, to grinding my own paint, to boiling up eucalypts for making inks, and it all seems to be part of the whole process, as well as taking time to hang out in the forests. That's what I love so much. So I hope that people come to this exhibition and go, oh, you know, there's that tree. I'm going to pay more attention to that tree that's significant in their life. And that also, as they move around, that they think about the habitat that they're in, and what has happened in that habitat, and what witnesses, as the trees may be, have seen. That would be my ultimate dream.